There's 5 comments in the comment section. What happened to that little fan you had? Can we get that?
Oh, yeah.
Ya'u e uda. What's goody to the guys and the goddesses, and what's popping to the people? My apologies. It was a little hectic. I've been running late. I've been running around. So I owe y'all one, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. How y'all gonna wait? They're gonna wait till I come then leave. What was the point of waiting for me? They waited till I came, then everybody left. Y'all some peculiar folk. You know what? We just can't wait another second. I don't care if you're here. Well, that don't make very much sense now, does it? Oh, well. Tomato, tomato. We shall overcome and some more shit. All right. These people gonna wait on me and then leave me. With friends like y'all, they say, as the old saying goes. Oh, let me see if pull the screen up. Oh no, that ain't help. All right, we going as good as it's gonna get. All right, Ya'u da Ya'u okay, Ya'u ma Ya'u nima. I am getting my life in order. And I'm here now. Things is coming together. It was rough. I ain't gonna lie. I can't lie to the people. I got sidetracked by Facebook. I mean by Clubhouse. And so I'm all over the place now. I go in there. I used to go in there to clear my mind. Now I go in there to practice my my jujitsu. I go in there to practice my Aikido and make sure I'm still sharp because it's the danger zone in there now. Y'all ever had somebody that just can't stand like your voice make their skin crawl? You can't hear me, Queen? She says she can't hear. Can everybody else hear me? Can y'all hear me? Drop a 1 if you can hear me. So I know I ain't talking for nothing. These is bars. I'm spitting bars right now. Oh yeah. Okay, Queen. You got to tweak it a little bit. I don't know. Miss Gunn, you got to tweak it a little bit. So now that's my question to y'all. You ever had somebody who like they could be having a great day and you walk into the room and just ruin their fucking day, just your presence? That's a lot of power to give somebody. I think I do that to people. Not intentionally. Well, sometimes. But not usually. Usually I just do me. But you see that shirt that say 666 bloodline. So I am inclined to do anything. But I got certain people like that in this world. I know y'all don't believe it because I'm so lovable. But there are people in this world that either the sound of my voice or the sight of my face or my what you call that, your profile picture, my profile picture just makes certain people blood boil, and I don't know why. So I'm gonna say in advance, it's not intentional. I'm also gonna say in advance, I don't lose a lot of sleep over it either. Not saying that I shouldn't. Maybe I should, but I just don't. I think that's too much power to give to an individual. The other thing is I'm deceptive looking. Like I look like I probably don't know much of shit. And then I open my mouth and it seems like I think I know too much. And I think that bugs people too. Like that whole he think he's smart energy. I mean, like, what do you want me to do? Not be smart to appease those that I'm offending? That doesn't seem very practical. Either way it go, these discussions with me, anytime I'm present for a discussion, debate, interaction, encounter, I kind of tell everybody in the world what my angle is every time my show get ready to go off. If doesn't matter whether I'm right or wrong, it's what I believe. And I believe that knowledge is the only real power. So just think about that. This is what I believe. Doesn't matter whether I'm right or wrong or not. I believe that knowledge is the only real power. So if I'm a man seeking to empower my people, how would I go about it? According to my belief system, I believe knowledge is the only real power. So trying to empower my people, then logically speaking, a man who thinks like me would attempt to spread knowledge to empower, because that's what I believe. I also believe that information is the only true currency, meaning the only way you can ever really access any form of currency is to have the information first. Without the information, you can't get the currency. So then what would be my next step? It seems like a guy who thinks like me would seek to inform. You put those two things together, you get somebody who's probably going to be teaching a lot. You also get somebody who's probably going to be teaching a lot of unconventional things. Because if my statement is knowledge is power and information is currency, I would have to be coming from a standpoint of thinking that my people don't have enough knowledge and information. Or why would I say it? If I thought we were well informed and knowledgeable enough, why would I even have such a slogan? Down south, what's happening, baby? So then it's common sense when you hear a guy like me, what lane I'm coming from. To spread knowledge and inform my people. Now, dealing with someone like me, it requires a lot of self-evaluation. Now, I know that seems weird or arrogant, but hear me out. If you're dealing with someone like me who's always going to be trying to spread knowledge and inform, it requires a lot of self-check on your end if you choose to deal with me, which is always a choice. I don't force myself on anyone. So you can't be around a guy like me, not be knowledgeable in certain areas and pretend you are. Because unconsciously, I'm going to address it. Not even to be competitive. I'm going to reflex and address some bullshit you said or thinking. So I did all of that mumbo jumbo to get to a point. Why are we so okay with not having proper knowledge or being well informed, but speaking on these things that we're not knowledgeable about or not informed in? Now, it doesn't matter what I know. In your heart, you know as a man or as a woman, you know that you don't know these things. So why would you pose an argument, take a stance, whatever the case may be, about issues that you're not knowledgeable about? That goes for anybody. I brought this up because I feel like this is what you see every day dealing with our people. We dislike each other for reasons we don't quite understand. And we argue about things that we know we're not quite well informed enough to argue about. So it seems like we enjoy the argument more than the information. You can go anywhere in America and catch a group of black people disagreeing about various topics. And if you sit there and listen long enough, in a lot of those scenarios, you'll find out that neither side don't know what the hell they're talking about, but they arguing and ready to go to blows. So, a young man come to me yesterday, and he says he feels like he speaks too much. And he thinks it's affecting him and the people that he's around. And so that goes back to where we was at. What's going on? Black in the building. How you feeling, King? So I say the first step is what I just said to y'all. Knowledge and information. Once you obtain the proper knowledge and information, that will tell you in which direction one should travel. But we don't do that. So, like, for instance, and I'm definitely finna open up this door. I wasn't gonna open it up unless it was some clubhouse brethren in the building, but now that it's a couple of y'all here, I'm opening the door up. Feel free to chime in anytime you want to. So this is important because it's coming up and it's relevant to what I'm about to do when this is over with. We was talking about Donald Trump. And you got this ongoing debate on if Obama was better or Donald Trump was better. And if you're black, it's two things you're going to take through the gate, more than likely. One thing you're going to reach the conclusion is that Obama is better. Two, Trump is a racist. You can go anywhere in America and you can hear those two sentiments from any two random black people, damn near. So regardless of whether I feel whichever way I feel, if I was to ask you, when I ask any black people, not any, but most black people, when I say, well, prove Donald Trump is a racist, I could always tell you the first thing they're going to say. Hands down. Central Park 5. Let me show you how this is called painting a narrative. And see, I make statements like that, and a lot of people that just fly over your head. What you mean, painting a narrative? Hold on. These words exist for a reason. We have to analyze everything. So when I say painting a narrative, watch how quick this works. I'm a black man. I've been in real estate for quite some time. And so I decide, I've had a couple buildings where I focused on black folks and had black tenants. Didn't always go as smooth as I wanted it to. I know my people, it's whatever. So I decide, you know what? I'm gonna get me a fourplex or 8-room flat somewhere, where some suburban America, couple white folks, downtown maybe, Now, here's why I decide. I just want to move my property to a nice area. I buy it in a nice area. My first tenant, 65-year-old white lady. The first thing she asked me, she said, my last neighborhood, I've been there 30 years. I love it. But the neighborhood is flipped. And now it's full of young kids and they're just too noisy. And I don't want to be in an environment that's noisy. Is your residence going to remain quiet? I assure, this is my first tenant. I want her. I need the money. I assure her, I'm going to make sure, Mrs. So-and-so, you keep a quiet environment. It's an old white lady. I don't care. She got good money. Now, my second tenant. This guy is a fucking, he's in corporate America. Fast paced. He work a lot of hours. When he get off work, after working 90 hours a week, he sleep 2-3 days straight. he's got enough money where he says, I'm not here a lot, but when I am, this is my place where I chill at. I'm going to pay you 6 months in advance. I get excited. Okay. One stipulation. What's that? Is this going to be in a quiet enough environment for when I have my 3 days off, I can rest? At this point, I got nothing but an old white lady. I assure him it's quiet. You see how this thing go? Now, for my 4th tenant, I get 5 black college students. They get out, dapping each other up. They got whatever the latest joint is playing. It ain't super loud, but it's a little loud. As they walk up to the office, I ask them, can you turn it down a little bit? Oh, we're sorry. They apologize. They come in, joking, laughing, come in. My mind is made up. According to the tenants that I already have, this probably ain't the energy that I want in here, but I'm going to hear them out because I could be wrong. At the end of this, my mind is not changed. I don't want these 5 black dudes in my building. I got 3 tenants. They all white. They work and they want it quiet. I don't want them there. Am I a racist? Let's take it a step further. When I tell them I don't want them there, we go have a little back and forth. Words get exchanged, nothing too major. Nah, big deal. Now, after that encounter, I make up my mind. See, I made the right decision. I don't want that type of energy in my building because look what I got here already. Am I a racist? Am I a racist because according to what I got planned out, my expectation is for a certain type of tenant, and these 5 black guys ain't it? Does that make me racist? See, I got the right to move whoever the fuck I want into my building. And you got the right to feel however you want to feel about that. Neither one of those things makes it factual. If I say I don't like Donald Trump because he's a racist, I don't fuck with Donald Trump, he was a racist. What this implies is that the other 50-something white boys before him and one Negro wasn't racist. Here's what I need you to explain to me. If more black people, I'm going to tell you like a queen told me about an hour ago. You could believe me if you want to, or you could look it up. And we could see under the Obama administration, did more black Americans die than the amount of black Americans that was on a slave plantation? Was it more murders of black people during the 8 years of Obama than it was damn near during slavery? This was the fuck we could talk about. How many black people were murdered under Obama's administration, and what did he do about it? Did he address it? See, you like Obama because you the same thing you accuse white folks of. You're a fucking racist. And because you put a pamper on a pig, you think it's a baby. Obama did not do a fucking thing for us as a people for 8 years. And then he rode off into the sunset smiling. If I ask you about his boat, the Michelle, getting caught with all that coke right afterwards, You'll make up some fraudulent ass excuse of why it happened. No, wait, let's say this again. If I asked you about his fucking boat that had all the fucking cocaine on it, what would you say? I ain't never heard about that. I ain't seen that on you. We could build a fucking home off the shit you never heard of or never seen. It's a lot of shit you never heard of or never seen that still happened. What y'all must understand is each one of y'all get up every day, go to work, and do what you do for a living. And I would like to assume if you've been doing it for a certain amount of time, you're good at what you do. I do this every motherfucking day of my life, not just when the camera come on. You should assume I'm good at what I do. What I do is find bullshit that white boys do and expose it to my people. I'm good at that. You know why? Because I have the resources and I have the luxury of time. Y'all don't. Y'all have to go to work and tend to your life. Okay, I'm fine with that. That's why the fuck I'm here. Because I got time today. So y'all ain't got time to play with these white folks. I do. Y'all ain't got time to go back and forth with these white boys and prove them wrong. I do. Y'all don't got the freedom to investigate every lie this cracker tell you and make sure he stand up on it. I do. So what the fuck are we arguing about? Until you put in the hours I put in, what are we arguing about? If y'all seen how much effort I put into studying, you'd quit fucking with me because you ain't got that kind of time. You can't spend all day tomorrow studying. I can. The entire fucking day. I work an 8-hour shift. You know what I do at work all day? I bet money I don't do the same thing you do. While I'm at work all day, you're working. While I'm at work all day, I'm fucking studying. Y'all don't got time to fuck with me, so you should quit. Y'all don't got the freedom and space and opportunity I got, so you should stop fucking with me. That little information, I run circles around that shit. I keep the gloves on when I be playing with y'all. If I took them off, it's different on this side. Information is what I do. Y'all think because you don't agree I'm wrong. Ain't that cute? If I was wrong every time somebody didn't agree with me, I'd have quit this shit a long time ago. Most of the time you ain't gonna agree because you don't know what I know. Doesn't make me better than you. It means I work harder at this. Not nothing else. There's plenty of things y'all could beat me in. But this is my shit. Try me. It looked good until you got to deal with me and go back and forth with me. So you can sit on the sideline and throw shots. That's easy. Because I can't focus on it. But this is my shit when it comes to information. I done left for standing order. I done put $100 up. I done put $500 up. I done put $1,000 up. Prove me wrong and I'll cash you out. Win a debate and I'll cash you out. I don't got no issue with it. If y'all catch me in a lie and you prove it, that's $100. You find somebody that you think is good at debating and send them to me. He win, I'll give you $500. But when it comes to this information, I lock brains in the trunk and take a ride with them. It look easy, but it's not. 90% of the information I bring to the table, I bring it to black folks knowing they're going to think I'm lying. You make a career out of that. Most of the shit I bring to my people, I bring it to you knowing you're going to think I'm a liar, which means I'm in the business of proving you wrong or convincing you, whichever comes first. And I'm still here. The problem is this right here. You believe Stevie Wonder broke this down to y'all and you wasn't paying attention. When you believe in things that you don't understand, you suffer. That's called superstition. How the fuck do you believe in something you don't understand? You want to argue politics when you don't understand politics. This shit is absurd. This is the kiddie pool section where I got to have conversations with people. I still got to discuss with black folks if white people vote or not. If y'all didn't believe that stupid shit, Donald Trump wouldn't matter. You actually believe that these crazy ass crackers set up a system that all we got to do is vote their ass out of power. Okay, since y'all so fucking intelligent, how come that shit ain't worked yet? If voting really works, why we ain't voted this white boy out of power yet? If Obama really did something for black people, how come when he left, it wasn't shit that was standing and wasn't irreversible for us? What did he leave behind that we could carry into the future and say that was our man? He didn't do shit. Y'all talk about he let some people out of prison. He locked them up. The fuck are you talking about? He let some people out of prison. Okay, let's see how many people he let out of prison. Under Obama's administration, here's another fun fact y'all can look up. Under Obama's administration, there were more black men incarcerated than it was slaves on the plantation. Now, I want y'all to give me the fucking numbers on how many people he released. Since we're gonna talk about he pardoned and released some people, how many? How many people did Obama release under his administration for 8 years, knowing that it was more black people in prison than was on the slave plantations? You can't get them numbers, can you? That'll be another argument. They said, how dare I say Donald Trump was better than Obama? Prove me wrong. No, you rather argue. Because you can't prove me wrong. It's easier to do this. So let's just see. Let's just see.
African Americans built this nation. You built this nation. You know, you're just starting to get real credit for that. Okay, I don't know if you know that. You're just starting to get, you built the nation. We all built it, but you were such a massive part of it. Bigger than you were given credit for. Does that make sense? Right?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. When did Obama say that shit? Obama was in office for 8 years. When did he say some shit like that? But he did make sure that gay men can get married. Is what Obama did do. Y'all don't want to talk about that. His claim to fame, the most important bill he ever passed, will go down in history as the president that said it was okay for a man to marry another man. Oh, wait a minute. In the event that your daughter or your wife should end up in the same bathroom with some guy with a beard and a dress, you can thank your loyal President Obama for that too, because he created same-sex bathrooms. So now men dressed like women can walk into the bathroom with women and disrupt their fucking peace and privacy. But that's okay with y'all too, because y'all excuse any fucking thing just so you could be right and feel good. Obama was black. Obama was a piece of shit. Tell him I said it. You don't want to talk about bombing 7 countries. Hitler didn't bomb 7 fucking countries. I'll say it again. Hitler didn't bomb 7 fucking African nations. Adolf Hitler did not bomb 7 melanated countries. Obama did. And he got a fucking Nobel Peace Prize for it. Y'all stop playing with me. I go to the deep end. Y'all in the kiddie pool. Stop playing with me. I'm in the deep end. You're in the kiddie pool. They got life rafts and shit over here. The little bitty steps. You're in the wrong area to be fucking with me. Fucking same-sex bathrooms. Ain't no white boy set up no system for you to vote for who you like and get lucky and end fucking racism. No, you're going to have to get up off your ass, stop bothering the people who are already up off their ass, and do something. Y'all want to live your life, do all the fuck shit you do, and then challenge the real men in the trenches and tell them they ain't doing it right. Well, get your ass out here and show me. Because I've done mine all over the country. What you do? You text all over the country. This link goes perfectly into what we're talking about tonight. Who is pulling the strings? And the reason why we have to have this discussion is it because of what the fuck we're discussing right now. That flyer is dope. And y'all missed it too. I said $25 who could ever break that down. And the Queen Guns came the closest. But I didn't want y'all to say it was rigged, so I was trying to get some outside info, some outside participation. Now, no matter what evidence you provide black folks with, they'll come with something else. Like the same space that I was just having this discussion in, I've shared this in that space. What are we looking at right here? We're looking at relatives. This in the guy with the circle around his face. That is Vlad the Impaler, the real Count Dracula. Look who his fucking offsprings are. You got Tommy Hanks. You got Huey Hefner, Princess Di, Madonna, Marilyn Monroe, your boy Barack Obama, Abe, Honest Abe, Dummy W in the middle. Now, that's just the little one. I put the big one up that shows you every president that you've ever had has been related. So if this type of information is readily available, notice something about this chart I just put up. Notice who's not on there. Trumpy. See, you want to talk to me about what you think you know. How about I tell you what I do know? Fuck my opinion. Here's the back of your dollar. It's got two wings. This wing has 33 feathers or 32 feathers. This one has 33. Those are the degrees. Those are the Masonic degrees in which you can reach. Now, you see something that we like to call the Star of David. Only there was no David. But this is a 6-point star. But it's made up of 5-point stars. What are they saying to us? What is this circular thing around it? Why the eagle? 13 over here, 13 over here. What are they doing? What is all of this? See, you don't know. To you, you just take it and you spend it. But then you challenge guys like me and tell me I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But you spend a piece of paper every day that contradicts all the stupid shit you believe. It's right here in your fucking face. Right here. I didn't put this on here. It's right here. Let's start with this part. In God we trust. Okay. Y'all want to play games? Let's play. For everything that you think you know about God, do you think God favors whoever runs the United States? I need somebody in the chat to answer me. Anybody or everybody, if you think God favors the United States, throw up a 1 in the chat for me. If you think God think the United States is full of shit, throw up a 2. I'm trying to take a census. I need to see if we think God favors this country or not. Because here's the thing. If the money, let's go back to this. We're going to get busy today. Y'all going to stop fucking with me. If the money, hold on. The money says, in God we trust. That means whoever put this money together has put their trust in God. That much we can agree on. But wait a minute. Over here, it says annuit conceptus. First of all, when you get up every day and you take dollar bills and you spend them, how many times have you taken your motherfucking ass, done a Google search and looked up annuit conceptus? It was important enough for them to put it on the motherfucking money. What does it mean? Y'all whole slogan is, I'm getting money. I'm chasing the bag. Get your bag together. All of this shit about the bag. But you don't understand the nature of the bag. Why they put this shit on your dollar? We got to deal with it. We not moseying past nothing because according to y'all, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So since I don't know what I'm talking about, we're going to find out today. Who is God? In God we trust. Who is we and who is God? We must establish that because this is the United States of America. What does United States mean? Boy, see, this shit get deep. Now watch this. You see this little pyramid right here. It's got an eye in it and it's shining. Just like you see this ball or whatever the fuck right here. What is that? If you follow me and you pay attention, this is easy. I just broke this down. It's called sun worship. All religion on this planet that we know of is patterned after the worship of the sun. My fault to my Facebook brethren. It's all patterned off the worship of the sun. So now, if y'all remember last week, I broke down that when they say God, first of all, even in the Bible, most of y'all believe in the Bible. But if I ask you, is it only one God? You will say, yeah. But the God of your Bible says it's more than one God. See, y'all don't know what the fuck y'all be talking about. You go up to a Christian and ask him how many God. It's only one God, and I serve that God, Lord Jesus Christ. They get the popping fingers and some more shit. Well, if it's only one God, how come your God says, worship no other gods and put no gods before me? How you going to put gods before him if it ain't no other gods? So it stands the reason why God warned you not to put other gods before him is because it's some other gods. Simple. So now that we have established, see, because if we don't go through Simpleville, y'all will miss shit. And I ain't talking about y'all, I'm just saying in general. If we ain't simplistic, we miss shit. So the money says in God we trust, but we haven't analyzed who God is. But we do agree, or we just discovered there's more than one God. Hold on, y'all. This fan, I asked for it now. It's fucking me up. Oh, shit. All right. I'm trying to breathe out my nose. It ain't working. Okay, so now it says in God we trust. If we just established there's more than one God. Okay, now. So if it's more than one God, that's an interesting space for us to be in. Now, annuit conceptus. That means we have been accepted. wait a minute. Who is we and what have we been accepted in? Okay, we is the United States of America. So already that's multiple entities. Y'all see the map and y'all see one place, but it's the United States of America. Meaning they came together like Voltron to form this. So the United States, that is not America. Let's just understand. The people who control the United States of America are not American, because these are United States. So that means someone oversaw putting these things together. Now, so the United States has been accepted. Accepted for what? First of all, the United States put their trust in God and then was accepted. Now, this illumination right here and this eye, they call that the all-seeing eye, aka the eye of God. But which God? Novo Ordo Seclorum, New Order of the Secular. So, New World Order. The New World Order has been accepted. That's what this says. Wait a minute. Now, see, y'all be telling me secret societies don't exist, and this is all just a bunch of mumbo jumbo where they plan on your intelligence. It says on the fucking money, the New World Order has been accepted. Accepted by who? It's got to be a God, because the money says, in God we trust. So that means the New World Order has been accepted by the God that we trust in. But according to everything we know about the New World Order, it's an evil plan to take over the world. So why would the God that you're thinking about accept such a thing? You see how this thing works? All you got to do is get rid of your temperament, swallow your pride, and take a walk with your people and watch how things will uncover themselves. All we did was look at $1 and we done damn near got to the bottom of this thing. Watch me work. The United States of America has been accepted for the New World Order by the God that they trust in. The United States of America has been accepted for the New World Order by the God they trust in. Now, who's the God they trust? Now, let's see if we can figure it out. This pyramid has got 13 steps on it. And then it breaks off. And then you see a small pyramid. Now, they are called Freemasons because they broke away from the original teachings. Now, I'm not blaming it all on the Freemasons. I'm getting somewhere. The original teachings, the pyramid, this shit getting deep. The pyramid is the Holy Trinity. The Holy Trinity, in principle, is Father, Mother, Son. That is the complete family. That means divine feminine and divine masculine principle procreate. The reason why you were put on this planet, go be fruitful and multiply. You were put here to procreate. Okay, so now, if it said, go be fruitful and multiply, the Trinity is Father, Mother, Son. But what is that really? It's the universal code that Tesla discovered from studying with your people. And we're going to get into that. It's going to get deep. 13 steps, and then it broke off, and there's one pyramid. We are the illuminated ones. We broke off from the original teachings, and now we have been accepted, the illuminated ones in that eye. Now, this is what we would call Satanism. But Satanism ain't about little red men with horns. That's not what they're doing. It's a religion that teaches them not to bow down to the false god that was created, because they created it. So now you can see this is for the 13 families that control your planet. Why 13? Because Jesus had 12 disciples plus him, 13. You got 12 constellations plus Jesus, which is the sun, 13. You got the 12 days of Christmas. You're going to see 12 repeated all throughout the universe. 3, 6, 9, 12. It's the 369 rule. The real Trinity is 369. Mathematics is what runs your planet. And so these gods figured out these equations. And we're going to prove that. We're not just talking. Anything, just for the record, if it come out my mouth, I could prove it. Now, no, I ain't going to say that. If it come out my mouth, I can provide a substantial body of information. What you believe is on you. I can't make anybody believe anything. But I've never said anything that I can't provide a fair amount of information so you could at least say, well, I might not agree, but I can see how he reached that conclusion. You don't have to agree. But just know I'm working. 13 moon cycles. Yeah, I see the queens is cooking. Now, if there's 13 families, you see 13 arrows. You see 13 olives on the branch. Annual conceptus, 13 letters. If you go and start from here to here to here to here to here to here, you could literally spell Mason and make you a 6-point star right here. Get you some free time and go do it. You ain't got to take my word for it. Now, it doesn't mean anything other than, like I said, this is Voltron. They all came together. There was only one mission. Y'all be saying, we kings and queens, we used to run this and we used to run that. You did, and they took it. Do you understand what an operation of that magnitude requires? Do you understand how much lying, deceit, and murder is required to pull off what they pulled off and convince the world of it? That's the part you're not understanding. This is a galactic game. And it's always been about bloodlines, because this bloodline despises yours. Every attack and every war that you see on planet Earth is about melanated men and women. Don't think because you see these people over there in the Ukraine and all that shit, and you don't see no black faces. You know why you don't see no black faces? Because it's white people fighting over who's going to rule over you. They're fighting to see who has the right to control you. You're the prize. You always have been. Whoever wins this war and becomes the world's superpower, the only thing being the world's superpower means we're the ones that can control the niggas. There is no other game in town. You're looking for something. You're looking for a way to convince yourself that this is about something else, but it's not. It's about you. It's always been and it always will be. It's about you. The whole reason why these people even came to this planet was following you. And you can believe what you want to believe. But I play this game, prove me wrong. Until then, information is the only real currency. Everything else is just. So it tells you under your money, the New World Order is ran by the illuminated ones, and it has been accepted. What does that mean? What they will not tell you is white boys have always warred over you. That's what it's about, controlling you. If I dropped a video, and I'm finna drop it for y'all, about cow mutilation. And when I put it up on Facebook, y'all do me like this all the time. One of the queens said, named all of the horrible things going on with black people, and then said, all of these things we got to deal with, and this is what we concerned with, because y'all see white people, you see cows, and you figure, why do we care? So I'm gonna give you the short version, then I'm gonna let you watch the video. Here's the short version. Black folks in America get more blood transfusions than anyone else. You see how quick I get black? We was talking about cows and all type of shit, and just that fast, without even going nowhere. Simple, pow, dead. Black folks get more blood transfusions than anybody. We share 80% of our DNA with the fucking domestic cow, which means you, in an emergency situation, you can swap out cow's blood with human blood and still have a successful operation. Boy, I tell you. Y'all really think them cows be fucking with gun? Oh, young Chin Zero, the young prince is in the building. What's up, God? Now, you see how quick something that seemed like it didn't have a fucking thing to do with you became a primary focus of you. Just that quick. In emergency situations, they can swap out cow's blood with human blood and still successfully have the blood transfer. So when you see David Rockefeller had 8-9 heart transplants and looking like he looked like a goddamn domestic cow in the face. Probably all the cow's blood they've been using to keep his ass alive. You see how this thing works? It's amazing. It's like I haven't watched a full basketball game in a year. My sons be watching basketball. What do I look like sitting down with Chinzira arguing about the state of the basketball this season? And I ain't watched the game yet. That's what y'all do. Y'all have spent a whole season not watching sports, then argue sports. Like, don't stop. Knock it off. Let's deal with these cows, though. Watch this. I got a couple different things for y'all. I'm going to show you some shit. Family is the general. And tonight's story is about these guys, and these guys. Here we go. 6 cows in Texas found dead with their tongues cut out. Police searching for answers. The cow's tongue was removed with no blood spilled and straight clean cut with apparent precision. He had been made to remove the hide around the cow's mouth on one side, according to the sheriff's office. While looking into the Longhorn Cross death, investigators learned of 5 other cows that were also found in a similarly brutal condition. Each cow was from a different pasture and herd and was found at a different location along the area of the state highway in nearby Brazos and Robertson County. On 2 of the cows, a circular cut had also been made, removing the anus and the external genitalia. This circular cut was made with the same precision as the cuts noted around the jawline of each cow. Whoa.
It is the appearance of bloodless, surgically precise excisions on specific body parts that qualify some cases as so-called classic mutilations.
The part of the jaws being removed, an eye removed, an ear removed, sexual organs being cut out. A lot of the cases, classic cases, have what we call coring of the rectum. Quite a lot of blood. Humans have approximately 1 gallon of blood in their bodies. And you can imagine how much blood a cow would have.
No blood, no tracks, few clues. A mysterious murder scene. So brutal, so bizarre. Are humans capable of such an act?
The animal mutilation phenomena really is a global issue. And when you go out into the world, you realize that just like in the United States, there are hot spots, and they have been the same repetitive hot spots for 50, 60 years. Maybe this has been going on for millions of years, and we just caught on.
The remote settings, surgical precision, absence of evidence, no claims of responsibility, and the huge geographic area covered over decades have led some researchers to extraordinary conclusions. The long history of cattle mutilations has still another unusual element: the presence of unidentified flying objects.
With the mutilations being strange, you have even higher strangeness of huge sounds and nothing there, or complete silence with what looks like helicopters.
It leads a lot of us to come to conclusions that this could possibly be aliens involved.
According to this guy, this book, these guys and these guys all inclusive.
Does our government have these craft? And if they have the craft, do they have hard proof that that which is in the craft is involved with the animal mutilations?
Then I ran across something that started to pull everything together.
And cattle DNA is very similar to humans.
So wait, you mean to tell me we share 80% of our genes with a cow?
Human blood is transferable with cattle blood in emergencies.
Extraterrestrials are doing animal mutilations is the least likely explanation.
Blood donations at business-hosted blood drives are down 50% from 2019 to 2022. That's a decline of 90,000 donations. The Community Blood Center has declared its first blood emergency of 2023. Blood donations dipped lower and patient needs remain high. Blood donations are below hospital and patient needs. So that means if you're really, 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 really rich, it doesn't matter. It's probably still going to be hard to find blood. So I'm not really sure who's got the blood or what they're doing with it, but something's afoot.
All right. This is the world you live in. So now let's just piece together. See, you gotta, if you ain't been rocking with me, you just gotta catch up. Because see, it seemed like we have cock, but people who've been rocking with me for a minute, they already put this picture together. So you could just look at the steps. They said New World Order, right? Do you know what America was called in the beginning before they named it America? Before they named it America, it was called the New World. And then, what's the book that's synonymous with this country? The New Testament. So they came to the New World using the New Testament And you think the new world order is something that's about to happen one day. The new world order started with your ass being enslaved. The old world was you running it. Remember the stuff you like to talk about all the time when you like to say we used to be kings and queens? You're right, you did used to be. The new world order mean get rid of the old world. So that's why when you look around this world, you don't see very many melanated people sitting on thrones. Why? Because the new world order took over. It already happened and it's damn near over. You're waiting for the new world order to begin. The new world order is almost over, bro. You missed it. Thank God. The New Testament helped navigate the new world. The new world is skinny jeans, man bags, men dressing like women, women dressing like men. And lo and behold, I just called it last week and the queen just showed me the pictures. And I swear on my life, I never seen them pictures. I just told y'all last week, the new fad is about to be quote unquote studs getting pregnant. Queen just showed me like 5, 6 pictures of studs getting pregnant. So he peeped the play. First, they had to promote homosexual relationships. So they lured us in. You got to remember, see, you got to peep the play. In the 90s, via rap music, what became the most popular form of sex? Menage a trois. All through the 90s and the early 2000s, the number one thing everybody was talking about was menages, threesomes. It was big, it was huge. It was in all the rappers' video. Why? Because you had to get women. See, y'all be calling us, women were the first homophobes. Women were not into homophobia, homosexuality. So through the menages, that's different. That's a party. We pop pills, we pouring bottles, we having fun, and then the women do some stuff together. But the man is there and it's just fun. Then it turned into so much fun that the women started making relationships out of it. And since two emotionally based creatures was ending disastrously, which is part of the plan, that gave what? Rise to the stud. And y'all could think I'm making this up, but they made a whole reality series about making studs popular, following them through their career of rappers and ball players and in their relationships. This shit ran for a couple years. And the most popular person in America became the stud. The woman that doesn't like men, but she gets her women from looking like a man. That's some confusing shit in theory. Now we're going to take it a step farther. The woman who doesn't like a man, but she gets her women for pretending to be a man, but now she wants to experience what it's like to have a baby. Why? Because they're feeding you men pregnancy. So if the stud has a baby, it's the equivalent of male pregnancy. This is a game. You got to play connect the dots. You don't got time like me. I got time to play with these people. You don't got this kind of time on your hands. This was a carefully calculated plan. And how do I know it was a plan? Because we got Dr. Frances Cress Welsing literally telling us she debated a man in the 80s and he broke down how black men will be in dresses by the year 2000. This woman said it out her own mouth and we watched it happen. So you can't sit back and say, this is just people's choice. How is it a choice when the white boy told you 50 years ago what he was going to do to your ass? And now you sitting here running around thinking it's your ideal. Ain't it in his benefit for you to think it's your ideal? Just like you think you earned slavery. Well, you did, but not the way they telling you. You thinking you broke the covenant and pissed God off, so now you enslaved, which makes the white boy your hero. See all of these psychological games we play, and they all come from what? Ignorance. That's what he called you, ignorant, because you don't know shit. And what you like to do, instead of saying you don't know, you like to pretend you know, which makes you a bigger dumbass, because the only people who fall for that is people who you intimidate and people who don't know no better. All the smart guys in the room know you're saying stupid shit. Whether we tell you or not is a different thing, but all the smart guys know you're just saying shit. You want to get back to reaching our kids? Start saying something. Y'all open y'all mouth and y'all don't say shit. Y'all talk about rappers. Y'all talk about tennis shoes and basketball and football. Who gives a fuck? We could go through another 100 years of Mike Brown and George Floyd. Because why? Because y'all want to play video games, watch sports, give a fuck about rappers and all of this miscellaneous shit. But if I bring up Obama or Michael Jackson, I can't say that. You can watch basketball, you can entertain baby rapers and all of this old weirdo shit. But I'm wrong if I talk about it. Fuck your life. Drink bleach. How about that? We here to fight. I didn't come to this planet to lay down and pretend I don't see shit. I didn't come to this planet to only worry about my children. Because once you learn how the universe works, you'll realize they're not yours. You were a fucking vehicle for the mission. Family is cosmic. Not just because you come out of a vagina, that doesn't make you family. Who's your cosmic family? But that's just some mumbo jumbo I learned. That don't mean nothing. Y'all just talk. Y'all just talk. But you don't understand the shit you say. You're arguing the semantics of which president is better, like they both not pedophile pieces of shit. Let's stop with the jokes. My only point is stop letting people brainwash you. I know ain't none of these people shit, but you're diagnosing Donald Trump off of what they tell you. Because you are not. There's no way in hell you're listening to a Donald Trump speech, breaking it down properly and deducting he's a racist. Now, no more so than any other president. They're all racist. America beats niggas on Facebook Live and nobody goes to jail. The fuck is wrong with y'all? The whole goddamn country is racist. I tell you what. You go put your foot on a white boy neck the way they did George Floyd and see if you only get 10 years, nigga. Y'all make it sound like before Donald Trump got in office, they wasn't strangling niggas on live. Y'all want to act like y'all didn't see that bitch get in the car with his motherfucking daughter in the back seat and they shot him in front of his daughter and his wife. Fuck you niggas. Fuck out of here. Talking to fuck Obama. Fuck Obama. Fuck Michelle. Fuck them ugly ass kids and fuck everybody else. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them. That man bombed 7 nations full of niggas. Want to hear about that shit you talking? You ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing but put on a pair of Air Jordans from a racist nigga, put on a jersey for some racist crackers, and then go live your life. Then you run up on a nigga like me and you want to get huffy. Fuck out of here, nigga. Fuck wrong with y'all, man. Y'all don't do shit. I live this shit every day. I'm on the front line fighting for black people. You don't got time. So stay the fuck out of business of people who do got time. Because y'all don't know shit. Sitting here arguing over stupid shit. It ain't never been a white boy, black boy, or anybody else that sat in the Oval Office that gave a fuck about you niggas. And if you believe anything other than that, you're fucking stupid. I said it. I don't care if you don't never watch me again. If you believe any president that ever sat in the Oval Office gave a fuck about us, you're stupid. And anybody who you fuck with that believe that, you're all stupid. This country was built off killing niggas. And the only thing to satisfy the appetite of the boys upstairs is dead niggas. It ain't nothing else. Whatever else you telling yourself, you're a fucking liar. And if you're raising your children to believe that it's a such thing as a good president, then you're a fucking hypocrite and them kids deserve better. We was born in a goddamn cesspool of hate. Nobody on the planet likes you. So stop looking for alliance. Stop looking for fucking friends. Stop looking for help. Stop looking for excuses. Get your fat ass up and you do it, nigga. Don't ask me what the fuck I'm doing. I travel the country and help black people. Fuck do you do with your days? Niggas crazy, man. These people don't give a fuck about us. And the sooner y'all believe that, the better you'll be. You steady want to put a friendly hat on somebody. He sat where them crackers sit that hung you. He smiled at you every motherfucking week and he lied to you. No black people made out better. 8 years of a nigga in office and we ain't get shit. And you gonna tell me, well, he let some people out of jail. Yeah, all right. The cracker let niggas off the plantation. You think he liked them? Or did he have a motive? Anytime they do something for you, they got a motherfucking motive. Learn something. Everybody got a goddamn uneducated opinion, man. This is a thing. They set it up to go a certain kind of way. Fuck what you believe. Who runs this bitch? Who's pulling the strings? Not no fucking politicians. Let me show you how silly we are. We arguing over Obama versus Trump. Both of them bitches walked up to the podium, looked at thousands, millions of Americans, and then read what they felt from a piece of paper. So what you want me to tell you? Obama's a better reader than Trump? Is that what you want me to say? He went through his training better than Trump and he got... What I'm trying to see is, show me a person in power that's not a racist. And what's a racist? Because if you're going to tell me a racist is a white boy that don't want niggas to win, I'm going to tell you you're stupid. Because I'm a black man who'd rather see black people win. Does that make me racist? So if a white boy take all of his money and resources and put it into making sure that white people win and not black people, does that make him racist? Because if I had $1 billion and I had an apartment building, do you dumbass Negroes think I would move crackers in? If I had $1 billion and I could pick and choose whoever I wanted to live with me, why wouldn't I want it to be my people? Why would I give a fuck about 5 white guys in college? And then what? And would I be racist? If I had a building that now watch this, watch how you niggas flip. Now, if I had a building that I bought with my hard-earned money, and I say, I don't want no white boys in here, I want all black folks, y'all would tell me, right on. That's the way it's supposed to be. Fuck them white people. So you could be black and only bring black people in, and that makes you powerful. But if you white and you only bring white people in, you racist. I'm trying to get some help here. I don't understand the level of shit that y'all understand. If I'm a black man with $1 billion and I choose to buy property, it ain't for white people probably. I don't gotta move no niggas in my building if I don't want to make y'all think I'm something. I don't give a fuck. They can't stay here. So what? I got some niggas I hang with. We pop bottles and chase tail. But as far as my living quarters, no, them niggas can't stay here. Every black person I ever had the Trump discussion with, every last one of y'all said, Central Park 5, the Central Park 5, Central Park 5. I told the queen I got some information that might prove they did it. She said, oh, hell no, I don't want to hear that shit. This is the thing, man. Look. It's simple. If you don't know something, you got two options. Shut the fuck up or obtain the information. Why everybody want to argue and fight over everything? Shut the fuck up or obtain the information. It don't do no good to hate me. What we gonna do? Punch each other through the social media app? We're gonna come to each other town and square up like, nigga, what you said on it? Like, what the fuck are we doing? We don't do shit. You gonna stay where you at? I'm gonna stay where I'm at, and we just keep hating each other. Yeah. I got shit to do. The people I don't like, I don't speak to. It's simple. It's simple. I'm on my Eminem shit. I was sitting here to piss the world off. Once I see what this world is, there's no other reason why I came here other than to make y'all mad. It can't be shit else. I would have never went for this shit. So therefore, whoever got me here understands that they got somebody here who wasn't gonna like this shit. So my guess is I came here to piss y'all off. It can't be anything else. I can do 75% of my existence in one shape, form, or another has been pissing off others. Now, some of y'all might look at it and say, well, you probably need to reevaluate who you are. Shit, maybe I do. I'm just telling you what the truth is. Most people who meet me, I piss off. I don't even know what that means. But it is what it is.
Reality unlocked. Today's topic is about the rigged staged events around the NBA and their lead
This one's gonna
puppets
hurt.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and LeBron James. Using gematria, you will see through the scripted events. For those of you that do not know, gematria is the practice of turning letters into numbers. I'm sure some of you remember the song ABC 123 by Jackson 5. They were telling the world about gematria. There's also a movie called Murder by Numbers starring Sandra Bullock. In the movie title, you can see the number 3 in the word murder and the number 8 twice, once in the word by and again in the word numbers. They were also telling the world about gematria and that murder equals 38. I want to start by saying to you delusional fanboys and cheerleaders, this page is not about bashing people, it's about the truth. We all know the truth hurts. If you're so in love with the industry and their puppets that you can't handle hearing reality about their weird, sketchy decisions, this page is not for you. I can care less about your crybaby comments. I'm here for the reality seekers, no one else. Now let's get into it. LeBron wears the number 6. LeBron James in ordinal is 114. 1 plus 1 plus 4 equals 6. In reduction, it equals 42. 4 plus 2 equals 6. Also, Kareem retired at the age of 42. Kareem wore the number 33. It's no coincidence that LeBron equals 33 in reverse reduction. It also equals 66. LeBron wear the number 6. Kareem 3 plus 3 equals 6. That is the 66 connection. LeBron goes by the name King James, which equals 89 in ordinal. It's no coincidence Kareem retired in the 89th year of the 20th century. LeBron James broke the all-time scoring record at the age of 38. He scored 38 points total in the game, and of course the game was on the 38th day of the year. LeBron broke the record by scoring his 38,388 point. Remember the numbers 388 in the title Murder by Numbers? The NBA does tributes in every single game. It's no coincidence you can see the number 38 twice within LeBron record-breaking number. The all-time scoring record lasted 38 years, 308 days before LeBron reset it. Remember, in numerology, 0 has no value, drop the 0, and there's the double 38 connection. The NBA has been doing rituals around LeBron since he was a child. More proof of that is Kareem broke the all-time scoring record literally less than 2 weeks before his 38th birthday, and of course LeBron was born 38 weeks later. You can't make this stuff up. It was already pre-planned. Kareem is the oldest player to win an NBA Finals MVP, and of course he set the record at the age of 38. This matrix is set up on rituals and tributes using numbers. More proof is LeBron broke the record on February 7th, 2023, which can be written 2-7-23. It's no coincidence on that day. LeBron career points averaged per game was exactly 27.23. Don't be fooled by the NBA star players. They know about the numbers and staged games as well. That's why they're rarely upset after losing a game. It's usually all smiles and jersey swapping after the game. I will never respect any of the puppets or their masters because they don't deserve it. The puppets are all cowards. If they were to do something as simple as give the knowledge I'm giving the people, trust me, they'd disappear or end up having some random mysterious illness that will take them out. Sellouts can't say these words because that would be breaking the oath. They vowed to never admit anything that could wake up the masses. Again, if you love the industry, I'm going to be your worst enemy because I'm here to speak the truth and I do not care how you feel about it. To the reality seekers, comment the names of the industry puppets you'd like to see me do a video on in the future. There's so much more I could say, but I will cut it short for now. If you genuinely support Unlocked Reality, the link tree to my accounts on other platforms is in bio. Be sure to follow my backup account. Subscribe to my YouTube channel specifically to help me build a community there. As always, to see more videos, like follow and subscribe to Future Reality Unlocked page.
What do you say? The truth doesn't change just because you don't want to hear it. Woo, that was tough. Just because you don't want to hear it don't mean it ain't the truth. Just because I make you mad when I say it, that don't mean it ain't the truth. Your nose, your nostrils flare up. I can just imagine y'all faces sometime when I be talking. I can't see you on the other side of the thing. Your nose be all flared up. Your face, yeah, I would kill it. Probably just want to rip me to pieces. What's that down south? What you got going on, man? That's that number shit I've been telling y'all about. That's that number shit I've been telling y'all about. Everything is number sequence. That's how they know what's gonna happen. The rims got magnets in it. That's how they hit them shots. This is a game, man. I know it's hard to fathom, excuse me, but leaving shit up to think about your life. Think about your life. How many times in your life have you left things up to chance and it didn't go right? You meant well. You thought you had it all figured out, but you left it up to chance and it just didn't go right. Okay, well, what you did was you got pissed, you got disappointed, you figured out a way to cover the spread and fix whatever you lost. That took time and all that type of shit. Why go through that if you don't have to? Why go through all that if you don't have to? That's what they do. Simple. I'm not going to leave nothing up to chance if I can know exactly what's going to happen. That means as long as they always know exactly what's going to happen, the people could never fully win. Of course, you could have winners. You'll say, well, then how some people get it right and others don't? Because there's only two answers. You could get it right or you could get it wrong. For the ones that get it right, yay. For the ones that get it wrong, sucks to be you. But it's going to be way more get it wrong than get it right. Just like anything else. How many people that watch sports really going to study sports, study the spread, study the statistics and all that shit? No. People make sports bets based on their favorite team. So if you're a Packers fan, you betting on the Packers all season. Doesn't matter how they do. You're going to bet with the Packers all season. You're a Bears fan, you're going to bet with the Bears all season. Now, we know the Bears is not going to win the championship no time soon. So what are Bears fans doing? Guaranteeing 1 million people going to lose a couple million every year just on the Bears. That's why they make sure that you got this team camaraderie with every single team, because they know only one team can win. So getting you to become addicted to your team, you in the crowd, you got your face painted. It's literally snowing outside. It's white boys in the crowd with their t-shirt off and they goddamn face painted. All you gotta, I told you, I don't get involved, but anybody who think that this, I put it to you this way. Anybody who think gematria is a joke, inbox me and I got something for you. You want to know who gonna win the finals? I'm gonna point you to the white boy who's gonna tell you. I'm gonna literally give you something to go to. Now, you're gonna have to do some work, but it's a white boy who game by game gonna break down to you using numbers why such and such did this, who gonna win, what he could. Sometimes he even tell you what the final score gonna be. I have literally watched him tell me what the final score was gonna be. Now y'all think this shit sweet. I got something for you. I just don't participate, but I got somebody for you. And the reason why I don't participate, be honest with you, because it ain't just a gimme. You got to watch him and follow what he do so you can learn the pattern. I don't watch him long enough to follow what he do. I just try to jump in there and win real quick. No, you got to jump in there and get an understanding of how he breaking shit down and follow the pattern. Then you will get better at getting the change. But I'm gonna give you his information. It's he got he be on YouTube. And I be on his he on Patreon. I'm subscribed to his Patreon. I pay my little $5 every month and get all his everything. But he do world events and sports, and that motherfucker like Nostradamus. Oh yeah, you know I got your line down south. I hit you right before the show and told you I was finna start late. I hit you right before the show. Yeah, y'all got to watch him and just really get into what he be getting into. Watch him for a couple weeks and get into a rhythm with him, and I guarantee you'll win you some money. All I ask is that when you get your first takedown, don't forget about the general. The only way I gamble, because I don't consider gambling, is I play poker. I don't do no other gambling, but I play poker. And that's because it's me against people. I could kind of, wage how that's going to go, and it don't cost me much. Sports, you could lose a lot. So I just stay away from the sports shit. But if you watch him, I guarantee you, if you watch him for 2 weeks and really pay attention, he'll help you win some money. When you get your first cash out, just don't forget about me, baby. I just gave somebody else's information yesterday. But what I'm trying to get y'all to see is, I said who's pulling the strings to imply that we have a puppet master. Everything is rigged. It just makes no sense for it not to be. Y'all be thinking, yeah, some of this shit might be rigged, some of it might not be. See, at that point where you admit to that, I pretty much got you. Because if you'll admit to me you think some of it is rigged, but not all of it, you're really just admitting it, but you're being stubborn. Because when you think from a logical perspective, if I run the world, what would be the logic in me rigging half of it? Just think about it. If you're saying it's some people at the top and they be doing some shady shit, okay, we could just leave it there. Some people at the top, they be doing some shady shit. Okay. How long have they been doing this shady shit? 250 years. So they got a 250-year head start on you. And you don't think they rigged everything. If everything wasn't rigged, you'd have came out of it by now. You're the smartest people ever created on this planet. So why haven't you found a way out of your oppression yet? Because before you ever left the plantation, everything was already rigged. That's what you don't get. The only reason why you left the plantation because it was part of the plan. They needed you to get off the plantation for the next phase of the plan. The next phase of the plan was more slavery, but this time they were gonna make you see. Once I get, if I make you do free labor, okay, I take all the money that I accumulate from your free labor, but then I gotta put money back into food, clothing, shelter, and education for you. Or I could let you off the plantation, make you pay for food, clothing, shelter, and still enslave you. But this time, I don't got to house you for free. I give you something called a job. You don't make shit, but enough to feed your family and still struggle. So now I'm getting the money off of your labor, and I'm taxing the money that I'm giving you for your labor. And I'm taxing you for the property you got, for the car you got. Anything you need, I'm putting a tax on you. And I'm getting the money off your labor. It was never about abolishing slavery because they felt guilty. They needed to abolish slavery to get the money right. What was the educational system? I just proved that to y'all last week. The only purpose of education was they needed to make the workers smarter. The workers was too goddamn dumb. So you can't perform a simple task. I can't have you on my work site. So they had to educate the people more in order to get them to go to work. So the only thing you will ever learn at school is how to be a good worker. Why do you think all people talk about is getting done with college and getting a job? Nobody gets out of college or is going through college talking about I'm going to start my own business. People are looking to get out of college and find a career. What's a career? A fucking job. They give it a fancy name so you think highly of it. I got a career as a woo. No, you got a job, nigga. You work for them people. And I'm not down talking that I got a job, but I'm just calling it what it is. You work for them people. So the whole purpose is to make sure that you stay in the rear and you're always getting taxed for everything. So they got a new system for the new world order. Won't gotta enslave you no more. Now we gonna set you free, tax you for everything, and then get you. See, now when we got legal slavery, ain't no more plantation revolts. Because now you feel like you earned it. I did something. It ain't like when they just snatched you up and forcing you to do it. Now they got laws. And if you break them, you go to jail. So now you're sitting in there, you feeling guilty for what you did. The fight is gone from your mind state. You're not thinking, I need to fight this. It ain't right. No, you did something wrong, so you're being punished. See, it's a difference. It's the psychology behind it. All that they figured out was how they can keep your ass enslaved but stop you from fighting it. That's it. So you're still a slave. You're just a happy slave now. You got more toys on the plantation. You got more say-so, so you think. You take less ass whoopings physically. The mental ass whoopings never stop, but the physical ones outright, they don't give you them no more. So who's pulling the motherfucking strings? Corey, we gonna have to talk about this. I don't know what this is. Hold on, y'all. For the last couple minutes, hold on. For the last couple minutes. All right, wait a minute. Is this let me see if this no. Damn. I think I got the wrong one up here. With these guys, who nobody ever seems to remember. Talk about. Never mind. And I had one more clip that I wanted to show y'all, but I don't got it up here. But now
reality.
Damn, I don't see how. It's the last thing I sent. Fuck, man. That was the most important thing. I wanted to show y'all some shit. I don't know how that always happens. I'm gonna have to bring it back. We're gonna deal with that. I got something I want to deal with it. That was my fault, though. I was supposed to break it into 3 pieces and put the clips up. I didn't. I tried to send him the whole clip, and somehow I didn't get it to him. That's on me. I be doing shit at the last minute. But really, it has some more. After I showed y'all the gematria thing right there, I had another one that was going to really break down how the gematria works. So people don't think I had a beautiful breakdown. So what it is it's 26 letters in the alphabet. So each letter is assigned to a number. So A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, so on and so forth. Okay, now I first learned about this in the gang culture, because in the gang culture we used to spell shit out with our hands and attach it to numbers. So you'll hear certain gang members call out certain numbers, but those numbers is attached to letters. So I learned that when I was a youngster, and now you see where the gang culture got it from, because the gang culture is Masonic. I know we don't think so, but the gang culture, the gang leaders were Masons. I know we don't want to believe that, we don't want to think that, but the gang leaders were Masons. The oh God, I'm glad certain people ain't in the room now. I would have had to argue about that shit. Oh, whoa. I just had a flash in my head of somebody screaming at me, "What you mean?" So when you know that the letters are attached to numbers, then you will understand that what white people would do is they would write on a note, and you might look at the note as a sentence that don't really make sense, like the fat cat ate the dog. What the fuck is that? And then you break it down, and it really says we left $250,000 on the west side type shit. It's an encoded system. The Bible is an encoded system. The world is an encoded system. So what they do is they attach the numbers to certain things so that they can communicate amongst each other without you understanding it. So for instance, let's go with 9/11. Why did they use September 11th? Because 911 tells you to panic. It's an emergency. Should have noticed they never called it 911. They kept saying 9/11. If they had said 911, you'd have picked up on the game. So they said 9/11. 9/11 is the world's most tragic day. Well, when you're having a tragedy, you call 9/11. This is done intentionally. The Twin Towers look like what? 2 number ones. 11. 11 means what? Duality. So you got twin towers that look like the number 11. They did it on September 11th. 11 means duality. And then watch how slick this is. September is the 9th month. 11 is 1-1. 9 and 11 is what? 9 and 1-1 is what? 11. So when you add 9-11 together, you get 11. 11 means duality. This is how they encode things. Once you understand that, you can start looking at basketball games, and you can start looking at what the final score is. Look at the final score, and then you could look up, like say the game ends in 118. You could go to Google and say, what does 118 mean in gematria? And watch how much shit you get. Society of Jesus, motherfucking the fraternal order. It's gonna be all kind of shit. Like it's gonna be some normal shit pop up, but in that normal shit, you're gonna get some demon names and some crazy shit. Like, wait a minute. This is how they talk to each other so that you don't know what's going on. And so that you could keep arguing with people talking about that ain't what's going on. Obama was a good president. Why? Because he was black? What was so good about him? What was so good about any of these people? Joe Biden did a press conference at a black university. and said white supremacy is the number one problem in America. And then he said, and I'm not just saying this because I'm at an all-black university. And the news cut that out. So if you didn't see the original clipping, you might not even still be able to get it. We was able to go up there and get the original clipping where he said, I'm not just saying this because I'm at a black university. That's the equivalent of being a white guy talking to black people, and one of the first things you say is, hey, I got a lot of black friends. Yo, dude, why'd you say that? You just made it creepy. Look, this is one of those things where, like y'all be typing on Facebook, if you know, then you know. Your world, and we're gonna have to do a part 2 to this because it's like it's a couple of doors that I wanted to open up, and then I realized like it's no way in hell we could do this in 2 hours. But I will say this. Y'all be ignoring that little thing at the bottom that says patreon.com/misinformation nation. What that means is, since the other one that says Cash App OBPC Boxing, the only person that donated was my partner down south. Down south, shouts out to down south. Down south hit me with the big 5-0 about a month ago. Since then, that motherfucker been dry as the Sahara. But if you are one of the ones who loves to watch my content, but for whatever reason refuses to put something in my Cash App because you think I talk up here for 2 hours and I can afford it, which is fine. But you could also go to www.patreon.com/misinformation nation. It costs you $5 to get close to 300 videos. I got over 250 videos of me spitting straight heat for the last 3 years. Now, the reason why I said that is because I felt a little guilty because I stopped messing with Patreon, so everybody left. I had about 20 people up there. That 20 left. The couple people that's still up there, y'all loyal and I love you. I don't know how many, it's like 5 people still left. Y'all loyal as hell and I love you. I felt guilty and I said, you know what? I'm finna do something specially for them. So for the loyal people who stuck with me through Patreon, even though I didn't produce no content, I'm sorry. Last year was hectic. I'm back on my A game. I got something called The Oath. The commercial will be done tonight, and I'm going to drop the commercial. The little trailer is fire. If this don't, it look like I'm finna make an action movie, and this is just a documentary with content, but it looked like a goddamn action movie. I'm going to drop that. I'm going to put it on my TikTok, put it on my Facebook and all that shit so y'all can check it out. Now, I figured out what date I'm going to drop it on. It's called The Oath, and I'm going to give you a detailed history of secret societies. For everybody who say that this country, this planet is not ran by secret societies, I'm going to prove it. I'm going to prove what's the purpose, how long, when was the, I'm gonna get to the nitty gritty. I'm gonna go back to when this planet was, geez. So, I'm dropping it on 7/7/7. Woo! You can't tell me that ain't hot. You know, 2023 is a 7, so I'm dropping it July 7th this year. That's 7/7/7 at 7 o'clock. Woohoo! I'm dropping it at 7/7/7 at 7 o'clock. That's a whole lot of 7s. And we're going to get busy. So the trailer will be on my Patreon. I got to work in the morning, so I don't know. Yeah, that's what I do. If I don't drop it tonight, I'll do it while I'm at work tomorrow. That'll give me something to do. So I'm going to have the commercial ready, and I'm gonna get ready to start putting together the oath. It's only for Patreon. It will not come up here. I will not do it live. No one on the planet will see it. If you're not on my Patreon, you just gonna, and I'm gonna tell you like this right here. For those of y'all who only seen me live, my documentaries is fire. I started doing this when I first started. I wasn't going live. It was just me talking with the slides, and y'all see it later when it was done. So I'm finna do that with the oath. Y'all won't see any of it until it's done. I'll drop it on Patreon, and nobody else will get it. It will never leave Patreon. It'll never hit YouTube. None of that shit. If you're on Patreon, you'll never know. If you're not on there, you'll never see it. And I promise you, what I'm finna do with the oath, nobody ever did before. I promise you. Now, y'all know when I say I'm finna do something nobody ever did before, I deliver. If I tell you I'm doing something that haven't been done before, I deliver. That cow shit, y'all ain't seen nobody break down cows. Bro, I broke down cows. Y'all ain't never seen that before. Don't be hating on me like that. No, just playing. But we gonna drop that oath 777, and we gonna shake the game up with that. We gotta start. That's your anniversary 777. Woo! Okay, down south. I got you. Hey, you got to get over to my Patreon. You, Black Dave, Zone 1, I need y'all on Patreon, man. See, that's the thing. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I ain't had no motivation. The Patreon people wasn't acting right, man. I'm one of them people like, I need interaction with y'all. If y'all don't interact with me, I lose my umph. As long as I can interact with y'all, I keep shit coming. I could do this shit all day, every day. I could be up here every Tuesday, add another week, and still get 5 lectures a year done. But when y'all be like, then I'll be like, So y'all got to pump me up, man. Get on that Patreon and let me see some bodies up there. And, bro, I drop something for Patreon. I tell y'all what. Give me 5 new Patreon people, and I drop something new every month. Give me 5 new people to join Patreon. It don't cost but five fucking dollars. Now, if you feel so inclined, there is a $20 package, but I'm only asking for 5. Join the Patreon for $5. First of all, I got 250 up there. I guarantee you, your level of information ain't nowhere near them 250 joints I got. You're going to find at least 20 of them in there that you're crazy about. 20? I'm guaranteeing you can find 20 lectures that you love out of 200 something plus. And if you don't find 20 that you like, 20, and you can prove, because I'm going to test you now. Don't be just trying to lie. I'm going to test you and see. You go through the ones and say, man, I went through all 20 of these and I ain't like, all right, I got you. What I'm into is I'm going to figure out, if you don't know nothing else about anybody who know me, know I'm going to find some money. So if you think I'm trying to earn a living off your $5, I'm not. But it does feel good to see that people appreciate your craft. So them little $5 let me know y'all give a fuck enough to give me $5. And that's motivation for me to keep teaching. Don't no teacher want to teach and ain't no goddamn body listening. That shit is weird. That's like if I reported to my classroom every day and wasn't nobody sitting there, but I still had to write on the chalkboard and turn around and see if y'all was asking questions and shit. That shit would drive you crazy. So that's what it is. We got the oath coming. Y'all see the artwork. Y'all gonna know I ain't playing. Everybody in my clubhouse seen that artwork. I think that's what Black Dave was talking about. When y'all see that artwork on my on that new shit, I'm going crazy now. So either way, that's what it is. I started late, so I'm running my mouth late. But I know the boss man finna come kick my black ass out and take his money. So therefore, I'm one of them dudes. I like to leave before you put me out. So you can't say you put me out. I just say I left when I was ready. Even though I know in 2 more minutes I was finna be like dude from Fresh Prince. But either way it go, we're gonna do a part 2 of this. Because I didn't even cover or you know what? I think a lot of what I wanted to say, I'm probably gonna cover in the oath. Maybe that's why it went the way it went, because I don't want to give no motherfucking spoilers away. So either way it go, that's that with that. 666 Bloodline. We finna start. Y'all know I don't play when I come with the clothes. Put your orders in for the summer. We do custom conscious clothing. If you want a fly ass saying on there, you know, like this motherfucking 666 Bloodline. Yeah, wait, hold on. Y'all be fucking my shit up, G. 666 Bloodline. You know what I mean? If y'all want some gear, tap in with me for your gear and your information. Last thing, and I'm covering all the shit that people was asking me about that I be forgetting. People ask me about summer courses. I had 2 people ask me about summer courses. I'll do it, but I don't like to waste time, man. Y'all like to get me involved in the shit, and then y'all don't see it through. I don't get involved in shit I'm not finna see through. So if I start it, I finish it. If I don't think I could do it, I ain't gonna start it. So with the school shit, I would take time out my summer to help out. But y'all got to be serious about it. Past that, y'all know what it is. I'll start back courses in August like I did. You late about to watch the replay? Yahoo fam. Yeah, we had a nice little cook session today. But the last thing up there is WGDBacademy.com. That's the academy. That's the Black History Academy. I start every year in August, like August some shit. It'll probably be either the 8th or the 16th. I had to see what the calendar looked like. I always do shit on a divine number. Anytime I put something out, if y'all go look at it, I use numerology the same way they do. If you could use it against me, I could use it for me. So I plan things numerically and let the universe work with the numbers just like they do. That's how you be successful. Use the numbers the same way they do. So with that being said, tap into the patreon.com, Misinformation, cash out OBPC boxing if you feel like you love me and I did a great job. WGDB Academy, the only real HBCU in America, and I stand on that. If you find a HBCU that's a real one and white boys didn't create it, let me see. I send you $100. Now, with that being said, knowledge is the only real power. Information is the only real currency. I love y'all. I'm gone.